So in our previous lecture we have discussed relative atomic mass and how relative atomic mass calculate, and we discussed about the reference. So in that lecture we discussed carbon 12 is our reference element which we can use to calculate relative atomic mass. Okay, so we can define relative atomic mass as the number which indicates how many times the mass of one atom of an element is heavier in comparison to 1/12th part of the mass of one atom of carbon 12. Okay, so we can write this definition here. It is defined as the number which indicates how many times the mass of one atom of an element is heavier in comparison to 1/12th part of the mass of one atom of C12. Okay, means an element mass is heavier than the 1/12th part of C12. That comparison mass is known as relative atomic mass. So here our reference is 1/12th part of the mass of one atom of C12 atom, carbon 12 atom. So that reference we can call it atomic mass unit, or in short we can use it AMU. So next is atomic mass unit or AMU, atomic mass unit or AMU. So atomic mass unit, it is the simple the quantity 1/12th mass of an atom of C12 is known as atomic mass unit, O 1 AMU. This is 1 AMU, and 1 AMU also called as 1 Dalton, and it is also called as 1U. So 1U is unified mass. Okay, so this is unified mass. So we can write mass of one atom of C12 is 1.99 into 10 raised to power minus 23 gram. So 1/12 part of the mass of one atom is equals to 1.99 into 10 raised to power minus 23 divided by 12. So we will get 1.67 into 10 raised to power 24 gram. So this is the value of 1 AMU or 1 Dalton. So we can write 1 AMU or 1 Dalton or 1 U is equals to 1.67 into 10 raised to power 24 gram. Okay, or we can write it 1 by 6.023 into 23 gram. Okay, so we can conclude 1 AMU 1 AMU is equals to 1/12 of the mass of an atom of C12 isotope. Okay, now next is if we write absolute atomic mass, we can calculate it. So relative atomic mass is multiplied by AMU. So this way we can calculate absolute atomic mass. So here atomic weight of an element, atomic weight of an element can be written weight of one atom of an element, or we can say this is the actual atomic mass or absolute atomic mass divided by 1/12 part by weight of an atom of C12 isotope Okay, so we can write it further. Weight of one element, weight of one element, we can write weight of one atom of an element divided by, this is equals to 1 mu, so we can write 1 AMU. Okay, so by this calculation we can get relative atomic masses. So we can get, for example, hydrogen's relative atomic mass is 1.008 AMU, and oxygen's atomic mass is 16 AMU, and iron's atomic mass is 55.85, which is approximately equals to 56 AMU. So on the basis of above atomic weights, it can be concluded, we can write, on the basis of above atomic weight, it can be concluded that one atom of hydrogen is 1.008 times heavier than an AMU. Okay, or we can write one atom of oxygen, similarly one atom of oxygen is 16 times heavier than an AMU. Okay, so this is the procedure we can get relative atomic mass. Okay, next topic is average atomic mass. So before going to discuss average atomic mass, we have discussed in our previous lectures atomic mass, absolute atomic mass, relative atomic mass, and how we can calculate the relative atomic mass. So today's our topic is average atomic mass. So we are going to take average of something. Means if we talk about the isotopes, so isotopes are the different forms of elements that have similar number of protons but they have different number of neutrons, or in a simple manner we can say that elements and their different forms, they have similar atomic number but they have different mass number, they have different masses. That's why we can call it isotopes. So in case of isotopes, we can't use a particular isotope, so in that case we can use their average of atomic masses. That's why this new term derived, average atomic mass. So let's write the definition of average atomic mass. So what is the average atomic mass? Okay, so we can write many naturally occurring elements exist as more than one isotope so when we take into account the existence of these isotopes, and their relative abundance means their percentage occurrence. We can write it their percentage occurrence the average atomic mass of that element can be calculated. Okay, means in case of naturally occurring isotopes, when we take into account the existence these isotopes and their relative abundance, the average atomic mass of that element can be calculated. So let's take an example. If we take carbon's isotopes, so here we can write isotopes so carbon has 3 isotopes, that is C12 isotope, C13 isotope and C14 isotope. Okay, C12 is most widely occurring isotopes, C13 is very rarely occurring isotopes, and C14 present in traces amount, which we can use in carbon dating. Okay, so if we take their percentage occurrence or relative abundance, so we can write here their relative abundance the relative abundance, yeah, we can say, right, this is the percentage occurrence. Okay, so C12 present in nature 98.89, which is approximately 99%. If we talk C13, so it is 1.1%, and C14 present in very traces amount. So this is contribution is 2 to 10 raised to power 10. And here atomic masses, so here atomic mass in AMU. Okay, so C12 is atomic mass is 12, here 13, and here 14 AMU. Okay, so these are their atomic masses, their percentage abundance, and their isotopic name. So how we can calculate their average atomic mass? So we can write a formula for average atomic mass, that is equals to percentage abundance of an isotope into their atomic mass or their atomic weight. So here their atomic weight and plus and so on, and here divided by 100. Okay, so in case of carbon we can write it have 3, so we can write average atomic mass of carbon, which is equals to, so here percentage abundance of C12, that is 98.89 into the atomic weight is 12 plus percentage abundance of C13 1110 into 13, and percentage abundance of C14 isotope, which is 2 into 10 raised to power minus 10, and its atomic weight is 14, and all value are divided by 100. So by doing calculation we will get 12.011 U, or we can say AMU. This is the average atomic mass of carbon isotopes. Okay, so this is the way to calculate average atomic mass of isotopic elements. Okay, so let's take another example. If we talk chlorine, so chlorine have two different isotopes, C35 and Cl37, Cl35 and Cl37. So their percentage abundance is see, this is approx 75% and this is 25%. Okay, so we can calculate average atomic mass of and their atomic mass. We can write here 35, here 37. So we can calculate average atomic mass of chlorine, that is equals to percentage abundance of Cl35, that is 75, and their atomic mass is 35, plus percentage abundance of Cl37 is 25 and their atomic mass is 37, and divided by 100. So we will get here 35.5 UOAMU. This is the average atomic mass of Cl isotopes. So we can define average atomic mass is the average of all the masses of their isotopes. Okay, so this is the average atomic mass. Next also a very small topic, that is name is gram atomic mass. So we can write gram atomic mass. Okay, so gram atomic mass is very simple thing. When we calculate the mass of any substance in gram, then we call this gram atomic mass. Yeah, when we express the mass in gram, that is called as gram atomic mass. Okay, so this is a simple term. The atomic mass of an element expressed in gram is called gram atomic mass. Okay, this is very simple. When we express mass in gram, that is called as gram atomic mass. So we can write this amount of the element, this amount of the element is also called 1 gram atom. Okay, so 1 gram atom. or 1 gram atom, 1 gram atom, whenever we use the term gram atom, so gram atom is equals to mole. Okay, so this is the 1 gram atom, means this is the equals to 1 mole. Okay, so we can write here, if we write the atomic mass of oxygen, atomic mass of oxygen, that is 16 AMU. Okay, if this mass expressed in gram, that is called as gram atomic mass. So gram atomic mass of oxygen, gram atomic mass of oxygen is 16 gram, or we can say that this is the 1 gram atom of oxygen. Okay, so this is the gram atomic mass. So next topic is molecular mass. Okay, so let's discuss here molecular mass. Okay, so mass possessed by one molecule is called molecular mass. Okay, or we can say that molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of all the elements present in the molecule. That will be molecular mass. So we can write molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of the elements present in a molecule. Okay, so if we take an example, if we took H2O, so H2O is the water molecule which have 2 hydrogen element and 1 oxygen element. So here 2 hydrogen element and 1 oxygen element. Okay, so if we sum out their atomic masses, so it will be 2 into 1, because hydrogen atomic mass is 1, so we will get here 2, and oxygen atomic mass is 16, so this is 1:16, we will get here 16, and their sum here we will get 18. So 18 is the molecular mass of one water molecule. Okay, next if we write molecular mass or relative molecular mass. Okay, so if we write a relative molecular mass, relative molecular mass, so relative molecular mass, again relative molecular mass is the mass of a substance that is compared by 1 by 12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12. Yeah, we can say relative atomic mass is the mass of substance which is how much time heavier than 1 by 12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope. Or we can say that relative atomic mass is the mass of substance which is heavier than 1 mu. Okay, so we can write the molecular mass of a substance, it may be element or compound. The molecular mass of a substance is the number of times the molecule of the substance is heavier than 1 by 12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12th isotope. Which is equals to 1 AMU. Okay, so the relative molecular mass is the mass of substance that may be element or that may be compound, is the number of times the molecule of the substance is heavier than 1 mu or 1/12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope. Okay, so we can write the formula of relative molecular mass is this is the mass of one molecule of the substance, which is divided by the 1/12th mass of 1/12 mass of 1C12 carbon atom. This is 1 AMU. So in case of oxygen molecule, we will get its mass is 12:16 is 32 AMU. This is the molecular mass of oxygen. If we take another molecule, if we write SO2, sulfur dioxide, so sulfur dioxide, here sulfur's mass is 32 plus oxygen mass also 32, so we will get 64 AMU is the molecular mass of SO2. So we can calculate molecular mass or relative molecular mass by sum of their constituent elements. Okay, if we calculate molecular mass of H2SO4, so here we have 2 hydrogen, 1 sulfur and 4 oxygen. Okay, so we can get 2 into hydrogen mass is 1, sulfur mass is 32 and oxygen mass is 16, so we will get here 2, here 32, here 64, so total sum of their constituent element will be 98. So 98 is the molecular mass of H2SO4. Okay, so in this way we can calculate molecular mass or relative molecular mass. Okay, so next term is, now next topic is gram molecular mass. This is GMM. So this is the similarly gram atomic mass, we can calculate gram molecular mass. So when molecular mass of a substance expressed in gram, it is called as gram molecular mass. So we can write the molecular mass of a substance expressed in grams is called gram molecular mass, is called gram molecular mass. So this amount of substance is also called 1 gram molecule. Okay, and whenever we will see this term gram molecule together, we will consider is a mole. So this is the 1 mole. Okay, so here molecular mass of H2SO4 which we have calculated just now, so we can write molecular mass of H2SO4 sulfuric acid, that will be 98 AMU. Okay, so this is a 98 AMU. So their gram molecular mass, if we write gram molecular mass of H2SO4, it will be 98 gram. Okay, we simply expressed in gram, and this is the 1 gram molecule of H2SO4. So we can write this is the 1 gram molecule of H2SO4. Okay, so this is the gram molecular mass, which is very simple to calculate. If we write a question, so question is find out the molecular mass of H3PO4, and this is the orthophosphoric acid, orthophosphoric acid. Okay, so how we will calculate molecular mass? So in molecular formula of H3PO4, here it contains 3 hydrogen atom, 1 phosphorus atom and 4 oxygen atom. So we will write their atomic mass. So 3 into 1, here 1 into 31, and here 4 into 16. So we will get here this is 3 and this is 31, and here we will get 64. So total weight of this molecule will be 98 AMU. So this is the molecular mass of H3PO4, molecular mass of H3PO4. And if we write gram molecular mass of H3PO4, if we want to write gram molecular mass of H3PO4 phosphoric acid, so that will be 98 gram. This is the gram molecular mass of H3PO4. Okay, so these are the different type of calculation of atomic mass and molecular masses. Okay, thank you.